So today I will be talking about Ryerson University. I created university guides here and here for Ryerson University, and it has information on food, transportation, academic support, mental health, volunteering experiences, jobs on campus, housing, things to do in Toronto, and a lot more. And I also created 11 other university guides for these universities. So definitely check them out. They are on my website and they're free to download. And yeah, it's all at advicewithmy.com. So a little background story is I created these guides because I was the first one to attend university in my family. So I was very stressed. I had no idea what to do. And it was only after I graduated from the University of Waterloo did I realize there's so many resources that are free for students, and I wanted to make it easier for students to just have a more successful life or experience in university. Before I get started, just a disclaimer that these videos or anything that you hear on YouTube, it's based on one or two students' experience. It's up to you to make the most out of your experience, and definitely keep that in mind. So today's agenda is we're going to look at the resources for academics, career, financial, mental health and well-being, student life, volunteering, things to do in Toronto, living in Toronto, and the social life in Toronto. So I will include timestamps and the links to the resources that I mentioned down below. So you can just go down to the description and click on the links that are useful to you. But yeah, let's just get started. So for academic, I think the most helpful and three most helpful things provided by Ryerson University is their undergraduate student guide. So if you take a look here, you can see the different topics that they cover for student records. So for example, they talk about examinations, if you're looking to change your program or major, grades and GPA, minor and concentrations. And another link that they have that is a helpful website link is their current students website. So this also includes more academic information such as academic standing, scholarships and finances, requesting a transcript and all of that. So I would recommend that you bookmark these two links, or at least become familiar with what they provide, so that in the future, if you do need these things, you know where to go. And in terms of study skills or support, in terms of that, they do have a group called Learning Support. So the student life and learning support, they provide mentorship through peer. They also help you with study skill workshops. So as you can see here, these are the workshops that are being offered. So they cover topics such as effective oral presentations, how to achieve focus and concentration, preparing for tests and exams, and goal settings and finding your motivation. So sometimes we get stuck or trapped, or we're not sure of how to study for specific courses. So I think attending workshops, talking to your peers, and having someone who you can ask questions in real time would be very helpful. So my overall advice for academics is just becoming familiar with what kind of services is provided and available for assistance with your student record, and then utilizing and attending these workshops, or at least talking to these peer coaches to help you with any study skills or things that you might need help with. So the next topic we're going to cover is career support. So in my guide, I have links to jobs that you can find on campus, as well as part-time opportunities. So the link to download my guide is down below. Another website or another spot that I recommend you look at is the Career and Co-op Center. So on that website, you can find also job opportunities, their job board, a support for co-op students, and tips and tricks there, as well as you can book career counseling at Ryerson University. But I think the most helpful resource that they've provided is the career preparation workbook that was from Ted Rogers School of Management. So it's actually a document that is about 150 pages, and these are the different topics that they cover. So for example, introduction and self-assessment, job search, career search, work-life planning, how to do well, how to market yourself, and there's examples, there are worksheets, there's tips, there's success stories, and that is very helpful for your career path. My overall advice for career is take a look at the different opportunities and jobs that are on campus. Sometimes we might think that preparing your resume and cover letter and networking is not as fun and it's a lot of work, or you only need to think about it after you graduate. But it's better to prepare now so you don't feel as stressed when you do graduate, and it's important to network with your peers as well as future employers now so that you can practice and make those mistakes. And definitely check out the career preparation workbook. here. So the next topic is finance, and within the undergraduate student guide, they have a money matters page, and these are the topics that they cover. So it talks about payment schedule, paying your tuition, income tax, documentations, and all of that. So it's just good to be familiarized with the different fees and when are fees posted so you don't get charged anything. They also have scholarships and awards on their website, so I'll include the link down there below. Make sure you talk to the right representative or see which scholarships you're eligible for, because there's bursaries that may be free, or there's a lot of funding that is available to students. So a video that I found on YouTube from RU Student Life is they talked about first year hacks. So in the video they talk about some grocery discounts. So things may have changed, so just definitely double check to see if it's still relevant. So you can get 10% off groceries with your one card at the College Park Sobeys, 10% off at Bulk Barn on Wednesdays, and 10% on Metro on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Also, they have a lot of student discount. So if you take a look at the Ryerson Student Life website link, they have clothing discounts for students like Topshop. They have like Science Center that you can attend to, or the Royal Ontario Museum at a student discounted rate. There's also restaurants that you can look. So yeah, check that out. So my overall advice for finance is it's never too late to get started. It's best to understand like what fees you're paying, which ones can you opt out, taking advantage of the scholarships that are available, and as well as the student discounts that are readily available for students. Next topic is mental health and student well-being. So you can book free counseling at Ryerson University, so the link is down below. And what I really like is that they actually have tip sheets that have quick advice, and it's all in one spot. So as you can see here, they cover topics such as living in Toronto, performance anxiety, self-esteem, even advice for engineer students, good sleeping hygiene. And you can see here it's like quick to read, it's bullet point, and you can refer to this whenever, and it's just good to have like a quick read. And I know that some of these topics, they're not an easy fix, but at least you can take a quick read and then just implement something and see if it works. If not, try something else. They also have at Ryerson a program called Thrive, and Thrive was created to help students in their personal and academic life to build coping mechanisms and resilience to deal with hard times. So it focuses a lot on like positive psychology, and they offer workshops and workbooks that are free for students on this website link. And you see here they have workbooks for happiness, and there's like weekly activities, and there's like suggestions and like things that you can try. So take a look at the Thrive program. So yeah, for mental health and student well-being, my advice is to connect with a counselor if possible, because so now when I go to therapy, each counselor can be about $100 per session, and that's a lot. So it's easier, and I definitely take advantage of the student therapists on campus, because they have a maybe better understanding of what like deadlines are happening, the academic stress, career stress, family stress, and it's just always good to just talk it out and find healthy ways to cope with life's difficulties. And then take a look at their tip sheets if you're not comfortable talking to a therapist, and then taking a look at the Thrive program while you have a chance and you're at the university. And the last topic that I want to cover is the student life, social life, and volunteering at Ryerson. So in my guide, I have links to different organizations that you can take a look at. I will also include a link to the directory below, so you can join volunteer organizations or unions based on specific interests that you may have, such as music or arts or religion. There's also a blog that Ryerson has created which talks more about the student life's experience, and it's written by real students, so that's also a wealth of knowledge that you can take a look. In terms of social life, I would recommend taking a look at Nathan Wu's video. So it's a film student who talks about her experience as well as the social life and things to do in Toronto, and it's Toronto, so there's so many things that you can do and check out, nightlife, food, and everything like that. Another video that you can check out is from V City. So it's just a great intro video to Ryerson, tuition, the cost, the life in Ryerson. It's just a really good way to like know a little bit more about Ryerson. And if you're looking at things to do in Toronto, what I recommend is taking a look at these two web pages. So the Campus Life website has information on dining and housing, how to get involved, health and well-being, and you can see here like they have like so much information on places that you can eat, things that you can do to help with your well-being. And then if you're looking for places to go and transportation in Toronto, they also have a link here. So they mention all these attractions that you can check out near the campus, and then transportation as well. And then in terms of housing, there's a lot of things that you need to figure out and understand for your like as a tenant. So they have information on living costs, like your rights, things to like find housing. So I will include the link to that below. But yeah, my overall advice for Ryerson University is is take a look at the academic support as well as the career support. There's always ways for you to improve yourself, especially for studying tips. There's like study groups that you can take a look at, have career coaching now when it's free, and then talk to counselors who are available on campus, and volunteering to meet like-minded people. Try different things that is not like part of your academic like program, because the people that you'll meet will be different, the experiences that you have will be different, and don't live like a linear life, because then you would, if you're in science and you only do things that are in science, then you won't know what you're good at if like it's a different elective or different field or different organization. So yeah, taking a look at the career preparation workbook, taking a look at the workshops for study skills and maybe networking, and for sure making the most out of your experience living in Toronto, all the food, all the attractions, all the nightlife. And yeah, so just to reiterate, I made a bunch of university guides and I have a bunch of study tips on my website on advicewithmy.com. Please make sure to share and subscribe and let me know if you have any questions, and yeah, see you soon. Bye. Interns, just to read, don't I say that too much.